Hi everyone and welcome to Silverfit at Home. I'm your coach for today, Kristin. We are going to do a head to toe body strength workout with a little bit of flexibility and balance thrown in for good measure. Today we are not going to be confined to the chair. We have a chair that we're going to be using for a lot of the workout, but we will get up and move around the chair as well. So you will need a nice sturdy chair, preferably no arms so you have plenty of room to move around it. No wheels, so it's not something that's moving around, or if you have to use something with wheels, please make sure they're locked so the chair is nice and sturdy. Other than that, just a water bottle if you'd like to take some sips throughout, and I think that's it. Maybe a towel if you want to. So let's get started. We are starting with some dynamic stretching and a little bit of warming up. Then we'll get into the main body of the workout, which is our strength exercises, and we will do a little bit of a stretch at the end. So, sitting up nice and tall in your chair. Make sure you're not all the way leaned back, so you want to be kind of on the edge, navel slightly to spine, so you have nice tall posture and relaxed shoulders. And we're just turning the head side to side. So, little pause on the side, bring it back to center, to the other side. Pause, bring it back. Keep moving through it, and don't forget to breathe. Keep it up. Don't forget about that posture. Neck's nice and long, shoulders relaxed. 2 more to each side. 1 more. And now just reaching up. So you're just trying to get nice and tall. You're not flopping over. This is an upward, slightly to the side reach. Let's pick up the pace a bit. So we're getting joints warmed up, but we're also getting our heart rate up just a bit as we warm up here. Nice and tall, big reach. 3, 2, 1. Now we want to do a little twist. So I'm just going to recommend stacking your arms, keep that posture, and a little twist to the side, tiny pause, tiny pause. We're just going to do a few of these, then we're going to open it up a bit more. Trying to keep shoulders relaxed. And now let's open it up. So hand is on the back of your chair and your little twist, so you're looking to the back. We're going to keep this one moving. So this is in a held stretch. You're just twisting around so you're opening up through your chest, your back, your neck. Don't push it. You just want to get a comfortable, relaxed stretch as you're moving through it. 1 more on each side. Good. Now we're going to do a tiny march. So using your arms as well as your legs. Make sure you haven't gone back into your chair like I have. So now walking. So step forward with each foot and just imagine you're swinging your arms. Sort of a run swing, 90-degree arm. Just tapping your foot out to the front. And again, let's pick it up. Very good. And 3, 2, 1. Moving into a march. So this is a bit more of a knee lift than when we just started. You don't have to make it too high. We just want to get that foot off the ground. Feeling everything starting to warm up. Now maybe a bigger arm motion so you get your heart rate going a little bit more. 3, 2, 1. Very good, bringing it back down. All right, shoulders up and back. We're just gonna do a couple shoulder rolls before we get started with this strength. Making sure everything's nice and relaxed. All right, here we go. So for our first exercise, we're doing a bit of a dip, but you wanna scoot to the edge of your chair. Hands are to the side. slide your bum off of your chair. Now you want your feet more of a 90 degree. So you're not sticking your legs out straight, keeping that 90 degree. And for this one, we're not bending your elbows. So your bum's slightly off the chair and you're just bringing your shoulders. You're sinking into your shoulders, if you will. This is great for your upper back and the sides of your neck. 3, 2, 1. Let's bring ourselves back up to the chair. Take a little break. We're going to do that again. So that one is working through your sides of your neck and your upper back. So again, we're not bending the elbows. Don't lock them all the way out. We're going to do 8 more of those, and then we're going to go into a dip that is bent elbow. So basically for this workout, we're working all the way top to bottom. So sliding back off of your chair, making sure your chair is nice and sturdy, and off we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. So for the next one, I'm going to show you from the side, but we want this 90 degree leg, and we're going to be going back with the elbows. So we'll do 8 of those, take a little break, and then 8 more. Again, making sure you're nice and sturdy on that chair. Hands are to the sides, 90 degree legs, and arms dip back. 2, 3, 4. Very good. 5, 6, 7, 8. Little break. Get yourself back up onto the chair. You don't have to go super low with these. We just want to make sure that the elbows are bending toward the back because you want to start feeling them in your triceps. You might feel them a bit in your shoulders. Try to maintain a bit of that core stability so you're not putting all your weight through your arms or through your wrists. Let's go again. So nice and stable in the chair, 90 degree bend with the legs, and arms come back. 1, 2, 3, 4, very good. 5, 6, 7, last one, 8. Nice and carefully bring yourself back up to the chair. Next, we are going to work through our chest and back. We'll give it a little breather. So you're going to be crossing your arms over the top. And you want to make this move really dynamic, really, you're not just flopping through it. This is lots of strength through your arms. So let's get up into that nice tall position. Again, navel to spine a little bit. You're protecting your lower back, keeping good posture. Let's go. So nice firm arms swinging across the front. Crisscrossing in opposite directions. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mini breather. We're going to do the same thing. So nice, strong. You don't have to lock your elbows out, but we're going to keep the motion of the arms really strong. So you're pushing against something and pulling on the way back. Let's go. Changing directions. Eight, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Now, we're doing a similar movement to when we were reaching, but we are doing it from a hands behind your head position. So I just want to do a little bend here. And what we're trying to do is stay nice and tall, bending through it. So again, we're not flopping into it. This is really about a strong, tall bend. We're going to do 8 to each side. Get into that position, nice and tall, relaxed neck, navel slightly to spine. You're not holding your breath, just tall posture. Let's go. 8, 7, keep both sides of your bum glued to that seat. 6, 4, halfway, 3, 2, and last one. Little break. You have the option for the next one to also lift your knee as you bend. Just a little lift. We're going to do the same 8 to each side. And you want to almost picture that you're crunching down onto something. So, getting into that nice tall posture. Nice navel to spine. Hands behind your head. And let's go. Optional leg lift. It's not a big motion. Or just staying here. You're halfway. 3, 2, last one. Very good. Now, we're going to do a plank. So, you need to come out of the chair for this one. I am going to switch around this one. Making sure your chair, again, is nice and stable. So, let me give myself a little more room here. Hands toward the side of your chair. You want to micro bend in your elbow. So this will be a little bit easier than holding a plank on the ground. A little bit less pressure through your wrists. We're going to hold it 15 seconds and we're going to go through 2 rounds. So into position, nice long plank. You don't want your bum up too high or too low. You don't want to dip here. So big, strong motion. Looking slightly past your chair. So your neck stays nice and long. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it up, take a little break. So for that, we want to make sure, as I love to say, navel to spine. So you're engaging those core muscles. You're not just holding it up with your arms. You really are getting nice and strong through this core. Core being your front and your back. So back into the position, getting your hands underneath your shoulders, little micro bend in the elbows. 12, 9, 8, 7, nice work, keep along. 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Right. We are now moving into squats for the chair. So, we're going to start small. We're going to build it into a full squat. But we'll always be using the chair. So it never means that you have to hover in space, if you will. So we're going to just start coming slightly out of the chair. We're eventually going to come all the way to standing. You have the option whether or not to use your hands. So starting, hands on the chair, and we're just coming slightly up. Just picture almost just kind of getting yourself like you're going to come out of the chair, but you don't. Feet are close together for this one. We're going to challenge our balance as well. And let's bring it a little farther up. So for this, keeping your hands on the chair, but trying to use your legs to actually get the motion. So this is just a little bit of the balance, helping to get you out of the chair. One more like this. And let's go all the way to standing and coming back down. I'm saying all the way to standing, but I don't want straight legs here. I just want you to stay kind of hovered over the chair. Now, there's the option to keep your hands as you go. Or not using your hands. Careful, you know where the chair is. Little hover. 2. Last one. Well done. So that's a good way to progress into squats. You also will make sure that your knees are not going over your toes because you're always slightly back and going into the chair. Well done. So next we have our side leg lifts. We're just going to put hands on the back of the chair for balance. I don't want a hunch over, nice and long. So my favorite, navel to spine. You're thinking about not holding your breath, but just giving yourselves a little lift out of the hips. And I don't want elbows locked, just a little micro bend in the elbow. Flex feet, let's lift. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Only lifting high enough that you're not shifting to the side. So stay nice and tall here. It's just coming out of that hip socket. 6, 7, 8. Other side. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. It can be low. 3. Or it can be a bit higher if you can do that without shifting to the side. Last time on this leg. 7, 6, 5, 4. Well done. 3, 2, and 1. Next we have a split squat. Basically, a split squat is going to be a lunge on the chair. Now, if you find it difficult to do what I'm showing you next, you do have the option of a small lunge, in which case you put your foot out in front and you're just bending into it. However, for our split squat, I'm just going to move this chair back a bit so you can see me. Now, your foot goes onto the chair, but if you do this, your knee's going to go over your toe, which we don't want. So it's a big step out, then your foot goes onto your chair. We're just going to start with 4 on each leg, take a little break, and come back into it. What I want is a nice stable knee. You're coming straight down, so the knee doesn't go over the toe. 1, 2, 3, and 4. That one's tough, so I'm starting with 4 here, switching sides. Again, make sure you're far enough away from the chair so that your knee doesn't go over your toes. Toe just rests on the chair. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Straight down. Feel free to stick with those lunges on the floor. So again, that's just the lunge where you're here. We want to make sure your knee doesn't go over your toe, so nice straight upper body and straight down. One more round of our split squat on the chair. So, nice and far back from the chair, making sure toes are just balanced on the chair. Am I balanced properly? Okay, let's go. 4, whoop, maybe not. 3, 2, straight down, and 1. If you find that knee is wobbly, either cut your reps or don't squat quite as low. Last one on the other leg, or last 4 I should say on the other leg. 4, 3, really think about squaring off that knee. 2, straight down, last one. Well done. So it should be comfortably difficult. Always challenge yourself, but stay within injury-free comfort zone. Right, next we have toe taps. I should not have moved my chair. We are going to just stay tall, tap your foot into the chair. All right, let's go. Opposite feet every time. So it's just a big mark. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's go again. 16. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And last but not least, we have calf raises. So it's your choice whether you would like to have your hand on the chair or not. We're just coming up on both toes and slowly lowering it back down. We're going to do 16 of these. 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. Hold a little bit at the top. Slowly back down. 6, 5. Good. Slowly down. And hold, last one, hold it up on your toes. Really tall open your toes, so get all the way up there. And lowering it for 3, 2, 1. Well done. Back to your chairs. So we're just going to do a bit of stretching. Let's start with the same thing we started at the very beginning. We're going to hold our neck to the side, but this time we're going to hold it. So tall through your core, nice relaxed shoulders, and holding your neck to the side. Just turned over your right shoulder, or in this case, for the way you're looking, your left shoulder. Back to center and slowly to the other side. Three, 2, 1, slowly bring it back to center. Opening up through your chest, so interlacing your hands behind your back or just holding onto your chair. We just want to open up through this chest area. Making sure to breathe, neck is nice and loose. And we did some tricep work, so let's go up and over, stretching through this muscle here. Stretching through the backs of your arms. Well done. And switching sides. Keeping that tall posture. Very good. All right, let's do the same thing we started. We're reaching. But we're gonna hold it once we get nice and tall and then just tilt to the side. So again, not flopping down, you're reaching up with this arm. You're reaching toward that seam between the wall and the ceiling. And if you remind yourself to breathe a bit through here, through your ribs, that'll increase the stretch along that side. One last breath. Very good. We're reaching up again. Hopefully you feel a difference in that longer side. And up nice and tall. Really tall, reaching over between that seam, between the wall and the ceiling, and shifting your breath so you get it into your ribs here. Nice deep breath. One last one. Good. You're just going to sit down and over your legs. So swan dive down. And slowly let your neck and head relax. Wherever you get to, we just want to stretch out that back. Nice, relaxed, floppy arms, so they really hang toward the ground, opening up through the upper back. Big breath. One more. And slowly rolling up. So you're trying to stack each vertebra, one on top of the other. You're going to let your head and neck come a blast. Slowly, 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 slowly. And head and neck come up last, opening up through the shoulders. Crossing your ankle over your knee. So without shifting your hips, we just want a slight forward bend wherever you get to. So keeping nice flat back. Just thinking about getting your chest toward your shin. Play with flexing through that foot. And slowly back up. Same thing on the other side. So ankle comes over your knee. Wherever it gets to, your knee might be up, that's fine. We don't want to press this knee down. We just want, wherever it goes, you should feel some stretch through the outside of your bum, maybe down your hamstring or the side of your leg as well. So leaning where you can get to. Challenge yourself with just a little stretch. Relaxed head and neck. 3, 2, 1. Bringing your foot back to the ground. time, we're gonna get back to the edge of our chair, making sure that your chair is nice and sturdy and reaching towards your toes. Feet are flexed. And now we're going to take right foot toward left toe, so there's a little twist. You can put your other hand on your lower back. 3, 2, 1, switch hands. So opposite foot, opposite hand, opposite toes, little twist. And again, rolling up, 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 up. Head and shoulders come last. Big Y, reaching out. T, make sure your neck is nice and relaxed, but you're opening wide. Open up into a W. Let your shoulder blades start to come together in the back. All the way open to an L. And the perfect position to give yourselves a round of applause. Well done today, and thank you for joining me.